Welcome to the Campaign Asylum, your sanctuary from the spin of Election '08. It's now kind of too late for anybody else to jump into the presidential race, really. That hasn't been that big of a deal on the Democratic side, but on the Republican side, it's a big deal because Republicans still appear to hate their candidates. And if we can put aside speculation about who else might jump into the race and therefore change the race, and I think we can put that aside now, then the next best way to figure out how a Republican might end up in the White House in 2008, how the existing Republican candidates at least think they can win, is to look at who they've put in the top positions in their campaigns. Mitt Romney, as you know, kind of self-financing his own campaign. And he knows that other than having a lot of money and a lot of hair, he's got the gay-loving, abortionist, healthcare socialist, draft-dodging, Reagan-hating, pompadour, rich kid wuss problem to overcome. To overcome that problem?
From there, some people have said we ought to close Guantanamo. My view is we ought to double Guantanamo.
We ought to double Guantanamo. That'll help him overcome his astonishing wuss factor. In keeping with that decision, Romney has also chosen as his national security advisor the vice chair of Blackwater. Sure, Blackwater may be a national disgrace on par with Abu Ghraib, with the added bonus of war profiteering and drunken murders at Christmas thrown in. But Romney's got to compensate for being a gay-loving, abortionist, healthcare socialist, draft-dodging, Reagan-hating, pompadour, rich kid wuss somehow. Romney's going with Blackwater. Rudy Giuliani has gathered around himself the last four remaining old neocons. Remember neocons? The people who brought you the cakewalk in Iraq? After 7 years of that drunken Christmas murder of a foreign policy philosophy, there is like a total of 3 old guys who still admit to being neocons, and they're all signed up with Rudy. Perhaps most fun of all is the picture that's emerging of Fred Thompson's campaign. Did you see that he's announced his national campaign leadership team? The team of wise leaders who will guide Grandpa Fred in his path to victory. There's Spencer Abraham, staffer to Dan Quayle, best known for losing his seat in the Senate after one term and then being appointed by Bush and Cheney to run the Energy Department, which Spencer Abraham believed should be abolished. Guess what a great job he did running it then. There's Howard Baker, who Fred Thompson worked for during Watergate when Thompson was secretly tipping off the White House as to what the investigators had on Nixon. There's Dick Cheney's daughter, but not the gay one. And there's George Allen. Remember Macaca?
So welcome. Let's give a welcome to Macaca here. Welcome to America.
So that's who Fred Thompson thinks is going to slingshot him to victory. Dick Cheney's straight daughter, the Dan Quayle staffer, the guy who reminds us that Fred was on Nixon's side during Watergate, and Senator Macaca. If that doesn't scream victory, then I don't know what does. I'm Rachel Maddow, making sure the candidates are not running.